Now, UNP activists say they will not halt the protest march from Dondra Head for any reason until Ranil Wickremesinghe steps down from the UNP leadership.
Western Provincial Council Attorney-at-Law Srilal Laktilaka says that the present UNP leader and team are attempting to employ various schemes to stop this protest march.
Now, he made these statements during a media briefing held in Colombo today.
This is a very just demand. We will not be weakening the party through this. When party supporters are expressing their will and the will of the party, Mangala Samaravira, the head of the media unit who destroyed the party and is now remaining inside the United National Party, considering it as an umbalama, is attempting to employ various schemes to weaken, stop or sabotage this protest march. We only have one condition, and that is that Ranil Wickremesinghe must go. Ranil must go. We do not mind if he holds any other position, but please step down from the party leadership.
වෙන ඕනෑම තනතුරක් දරුවට අපි කියන්නේ පක්ෂ නායකත්වයෙන් යන්න. මේ පාගමන කිසිම හේතුවක් මතවත් අපි නවත්තන්නේ නැහැ.
We will not stop this march for any reason. On the 4th, after meeting with members of the Exat Bhikkhu Front, Ranil Wickremesinghe may announce that he has resolved this dispute and that there is no need for a march. I call on all UNP members not to be fooled by such statements. This Sattanayaka resigned from the post of organizer in the Kundasala electorate. Why? Because he has contributed to the destruction of the party as an organizer. What he should have done is resign from the post of general secretary of the party, not organizer. Meanwhile, UNP supporters in the Anamadu electorate today commenced a campaign to collect signatures for a petition calling on Ranil Wickremesinghe to step down. The group of UNP supporters went around the Anamadu town and obtained signatures for their petition. When our members go from house to house to canvass, the people tell us that until Ranil Wickremesinghe is the leader, they will never vote for this party. For the future of our party, we wish to see a new leader come forward, one who is qualified and is able to do something for innocent people like us. What I have to say is that it would be good if he steps down and lets another leader come forward, instead of leading these innocent UNP supporters to despair.
Let's now take a look at the newspaper cartoon of the day.
A News First hoarding that was erected in Havelock Town, Colombo has been vandalized. News First erected its latest hoardings around the country recently. A group had vandalized the hoarding erected in Havelock Town last night. Meanwhile, a News First hoarding in Kadawatha was vandalized on the 1st of this month as well.
UNP Southern Provincial Councillor Gayan Sanjeeva was produced before court today in connection to an assault launched on Udayangana Sandaruwan, the secretary of the UNP Mathura District Communication Unit.
According to our correspondent in the area, the suspect was released on bail.
As I was stepping out of Mangala Samaravira's office, an individual named Gayan Sanjeeva came and assaulted me, stating that I was leaking information to Sajid Premadasa. He came close and took hold of my hands. Then I pushed him away. He held my hands again and I pushed him again. It is then that the secretary intervened.
A group of persons who broke into the historic Ponnale Vardaraja Perumal Kovil in Jaffna has stolen cash and a set of ancient jewellery. The break-in at the Kovil in Jaffna, which is believed to be a century old, took place last night. A senior police officer in charge of Jaffna said that the police had received a complaint in this regard. He went on to say that police officers attached to the Vattukote police station have been dispatched to the area for investigations. The jewellery believed to be stolen is valued at about 150 gold sovereigns. Our correspondent said that apart from the jewellery,
Today was day 2 of the Commonwealth Rally organised ahead of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting that is scheduled to take place next month.
That's right. Well, the Commonwealth Rally is a joint initiative of the MTV MBC networks owned by the Capital Maharaja organisation together with the Sri Lanka Youth Services Council and the Ministry of Mass Media and Information.
The Commonwealth Rally, which commenced in Jaffna last morning, reached Kilinochchi later the same day after short stops along the way. The rally recommenced its journey towards Vavuniya today subsequent to a ceremony in Kilinochchi. District Secretary of Kilinochchi Roopawati Ketishwaran, Divisional Secretary of Karachi Gopalapille Nageswaran, Superintendent of Police for Kilinochchi Edmund Mahendra and the Commander of the Army 571st Brigade Colonel Nihal Amrasekara were present for the ceremony. The District Secretary of Kilinochchi raised the flag of the Bahamas at the center of the main float.
I see this program as a program that can set an example to the other nations. I am happy about it. I am also thankful to MTV and MBC networks for organizing such an initiative.
On behalf of all in the Northern Province, I am thankful for coming together and organizing such a program ahead of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting and the Commonwealth Youth Forum. This meeting is very important for the country to move ahead. This rally will travel across all villages and obtain wishes. At this moment, on behalf of the government, I request you all to add your wishes to this rally. Locals as well as members of the Civil Defence Force added their best wishes from either side of the road to the rally while en route to Vavuniya. The Sri Lanka Youth Centre in Vavuniya was the stop for the day. A musical show also took place in Vavuniya. The rally will head to Trincomalee tomorrow.
The 11th Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting was hosted by Malaysia in Kuala Lumpur. The 11th CHOGM took place in 1989. CHOGM 1989 was held from the 18th to the 24th of October that year and was chaired by then Head of State of Malaysia, Mahathir Mohamad.
On Words of Wisdom tonight, we feature the thoughts of the first black South African president who served from 1994 to 1999.
Nelson Mandela was also the Secretary General of the Non-Aligned Movement, also known as NAM, from 1998 to 1999.
A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. Nelson Mandela, former South African President.
News First Chandana Kurupwarachi, News First View reporter Chandana Kurupwarachi filed this report from Badulla for us.
Over 45,000 tea plants located in an area of 15 hectares between field numbers 5 and 9 in Mawatega, Mahalyala were completely destroyed in a fire that broke out last evening. Locals said that the reason for the fire was the dry weather conditions.
Chandana Kurupwarachi, News First View reporter, Badulla.
The second Global Young Parliamentarians consultation on ICPD and the post-2015 UN Development Agenda commenced in Negombo today.
The two-day event focuses attention on issues and commitments surrounding the ICPD, or International Conference on Population and Development, adopted by the UN in 1994.
The event brings together over 30 parliamentarians from around the world.
The consultation is being organized by the UNFPA New York office together with the AFPPD and the Sri Lankan Parliament.
Parliamentarians J. Sri Ranga, Shehan Semasinghe and Upeksha Swarnamali attended today's session of the Young Parliamentarians consultation.
The Mahatma Gandhi oration organized in view of the 144th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi was delivered at an event in Colombo last evening.
Now, the event was organized by the Sri Lanka India Society. Indian High Commissioner to Sri Lanka Y.K. Singha was the chief guest for the event, which was also graced by many other distinguished guests.
Professor of Archaeology of the University of Peradeniya, Professor Sudarshana Senevratna, delivered the oration on the University of Mahatma Gandhi's thoughts and actions.
The greatness of a nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated.
Sri Lanka A won the limited over series against New Zealand A 2-1 after securing a 3-wicket win in the decisive third encounter played today.
Now, the final match was played at the Dambulla International Cricket Stadium.
Winning the toss and batting first, New Zealand A posted 274 runs for the loss of 9 wickets at the end of their allotted 50 overs. Colin Munro top scored for the Kiwis with 50 runs, while Ramit Rambukwala bagged 4 wickets for 30 runs for Sri Lanka A. Chasing 275 to win, Sri Lanka A got off to a promising start. Opener Dimuth Karunaratne top scored with 70 runs, while skipper Dinesh Chandimal chipped in with 48 runs. Ashan Priyanjan was unbeaten on 47. Eventually, Sri Lanka won the match with 7 wickets in hand and 2 overs to spare. Meanwhile, Day 2 of the Indo-Cricket League got underway at the Indo-Cricket Complex in Thalawathugoda today. In today's matches, the Australian men's and women's team secured wins by defeating the Sri Lanka Cricket Women's Development Team, the Sri Lanka Cricket Development Team and the Indian Indo-Cricket Team.
The media briefing to officially launch the first ever IRB-sanctioned Tri-Nations Rugby Tournament in Sri Lanka was held in Colombo today.
Incidentally, Nama Rajapaksa will captain the Sri Lanka rugby team at the tournament.
The Tri-Nations Rugby Tournament positions Sri Lanka Rugby on the IRB tournament calendar. The tournament will feature Poland, Madagascar and hosts Sri Lanka. Accordingly, the tournament presents the Tuskers with an opportunity to earn valuable world ranking points. This will also be the first occasion on which European and African teams will be playing tests in Sri Lanka. The Tri-Nations tournament will kick off on the 26th of this month and all matches will be telecast live on MTV Sports.
With that, we wrap up today's edition of Primetime News. I'm Stephanie Lazarus.
And I'm Ramesh Rukal Bandara. But before we wrap up, here's a look at tomorrow's weather forecast.
News first at 9.
Hotline 0114-896-896 www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.